Welcome in, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. Hope everybody's doing awesome. Oops. So, Sagittarius, this is going to be your mid-month for April. If you haven't checked out your April monthly read, feel free to do that. That's in the playlist there. Especially if this reading doesn't resonate, it may or may not be, a similar situation to that initial reading, but I did also want to give a big shout out to those of you who've been supporting the channel. So thank you so much for all of your likes and subscribes, comments. Really does make a huge difference. So really, I really do appreciate that. So thank you for those of you that take the time to do that. As always, this general read, cross watchers, feel free to swap energies. Same thing for you, Sagittarius. If I'm talking about you versus your person, we're going to take a look here at how you are feeling. That way it gives you the opportunity to determine whether or not this reading is for you, if you relate to the feelings that come out, or it sounds like your situation. We'll take a look at your person's feelings, and then I'll take a look at actions, get some messages as well from your person. So let's dive on in here, guys. So please tell me how Sagittarius is currently feeling about the person on their mind in love. How is Sagittarius feeling about this person? Who is this person? What's going on? All right, could be a Libra. That Justice card coming out. Some of you might be involved in some sort of court situation with your person. Might be in the middle of a divorce. So I see that. I see the Star card, Emperor, Four of Swords. Yeah, it's definitely what it's looking like here. All right, I feel like for a lot of you, this situation has really left you bereft, I want to say. Exhausted. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been spending a lot of time, I feel like, trying to heal your heart here from this situation, this person. For some of you, this definitely, you could have felt like this was your divine counterpart, and for whatever reason, the universe is separating the two of you at this moment in time. Could be an Aries, doesn't have to be, but you have a lot of majors coming out in your feelings. So I feel like this is a very important connection that you had with somebody. For some of you, your wish is that, you and this person could work things out and get back on track. It's not going to be for everybody. Some people don't want to be, back in a relationship with somebody. So take it how it resonates. But I feel like this person, this connection in of itself here really did put you either on your spiritual journey here, Sagittarius, or really caused you to take a good look at yourself, about how you show up in relationship, especially with this Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you've put a lot of time and effort into like healing yourself, healing your heart. For some of you, again, going on that spiritual journey. This person could have awakened your, you could have had a dark night of the soul because of the situation with this person, especially if you feel like this is, a soulmate and or a very strong like TF connection. You'll know if you feel like you identify being on that journey or not. But definitely we have the Hermit on the bottom. So I feel like you're a lot wiser here, Sagittarius, from what you've experienced. And just really trying to find like harmony and balance and peace in your life. I feel like peace and protecting your peace is very important now, whereas, maybe in the past it wasn't as important, but I feel like you're realizing that, meditation, looking after yourself, putting that energy towards rebuilding yourself, your life, your self-esteem here has been very important for like your growth, just, as how you show up in the world. So I love that. I do like it. I feel like it's been tough though. I feel like it's been tough. Yeah. We have the Hermit and the Devil. So I feel like for a lot of you, this journey of self-discovery here, it's been it's been tough. It's been confusing. It's been, it's been a journey for sure. But I feel like you are learning to kind of like reopen your heart here even though it's been hard. I feel like you are starting to feel a little bit more social. So for some of you, you might be, being a little bit more open to either to love, meeting somebody new possibly, and or reopening your heart to love. Take it how it resonates. So I don't know what's going to come through here on how this person's feeling. I feel like it's going to be this divine counterpart, but we'll see what comes through. So let's see here. How does this person currently feel about Sagittarius? How does this person feel about Sagittarius? Yeah, this is someone from the past, so I feel like it is your person here. The Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. I feel like this person wishes they could have given you what you deserved or what they should have done. I feel like this person didn't put in the time and effort to make things work, or they very gives me like Five of Cups energy. We'll see if the Five of Cups comes out. This has been weighing on them. I feel like this person, again, feels like they didn't do everything that they could to save this relationship with you, Sagittarius. And that does weigh heavily on them. So maybe for some of you, maybe you suggested, we should really, before, this relationship ends, maybe this person, maybe you suggested going to counseling and or trying to do what you could to kind of like save this relationship. And this person didn't, oh, I don't have a problem. I don't need to talk to anybody. Like it kind of gives me that energy. And I feel like this person regrets that now. Like they regret not putting in the time and the effort to make things work here. And that does weigh heavily on them. Especially if you were, married to this person for a long period of time. Obviously, that's super disappointing. This person could have also like let your kids down, because they weren't, wanting to put in the time and the effort to make things work. That I feel like this person feels guilty about. So if you did have kids with this person, that's again pretty specific. That's not going to be for all of you. And even if you weren't married to this person and you were just in a relationship with them, this person, feels regret about not putting in the time and effort to make things work, and that they feel bad about that. As well, with the Ten of Wands here, I feel like this person knows that if they did return, they would have to it would take a long time for you to like rebuild your trust with each other. This person would have to put in a lot of time and a lot of effort to make things work for it to be successful. Again, like for you and them to get back on the same page here. But this person thinks about you all the time. I feel like this person is very nostalgic about you, Sagittarius. Would they admit this? I don't think so. With the High Priestess and the Six of Cups there. Yeah, this person, again, feels a lot of regret about walking away here, not wanting to change, missing an opportunity here. I feel like this person, really lacked a lot of like courage. I feel like this person avoided, being honest with you about, their issues that they had or that they have, that they know that they have. I feel like there was a lot of self-sabotage as well from this person. So let's see here if we're going to get any action. I feel like things right now definitely could be at a standstill. Like not a lot of communication right now between you and them. Doesn't mean there isn't any. It just means I feel like it's a minimum. And for some of you, if you did have kids with this person, it's probably about the kids, right? And not something, personal, right? That makes sense. Like if you have no choice that you have to deal with somebody because they're, the mother or father of your children, you kind of have no choice, but there is some interaction there, right? On a surface level, if that makes sense. So again, that's not going to be for all of you, but let's see here if this person is going to take any action towards Sagittarius mid to end of April. Actions towards Sagittarius, please. The Magician coming out. Interesting. Okay, that's like too many cards. Let's just reshuffle here. Now the Devil's on the bottom. Yikes. Okay. Actions towards Sagittarius here. The Magician, the Chariot. Six of Cups. All right. Expect to hear from this person. As I say that, the Knight of Swords is on the bottom, which is rushing energy. It's messenger energy. The Magician, the Chariot, Six of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. This person wants to have a conversation. I feel like they are reminiscing about the past here with you. They want to have a conversation about why things ended or why things had to come to an abrupt end or what really was the cause. For some of you, if there's distance involved, I feel like this person definitely may need to travel to see you. Let's clarify though. Let's see what we get on the Magician here. Why is the Magician showing up? Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. Nine of Swords. The Six of Cups, please. The Tower and this Ace of Swords. It's the Ace of Swords here. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. A lot of swords. You might be dealing with an air sign. Tell me about the Ten of Swords here. Get one more. I feel like this person's going to tell you that they made a bad decision. They made some bad decisions. Yikes, you got a lot of majors. I feel like this is an important time in this connection between you and this person, Sagittarius. All right, so really I feel like this person is going to make some sort of attempt here to get together here with you, Sagittarius. I feel like indirectly this person wants to talk about what happened between the two of you. So I feel like initially this person, maybe do like a temperature check and see like, oh, how upset is Sagittarius with me? I kind of want to see, how they're feeling. And I feel like that's, causing concern for this person. I feel like they are a little stressed out about, seeing you. Yeah, I feel like you kind of intimidate this person a little bit as well. Because that's on the Chariot. The Chariot is, wanting to move things forward, wanting to, trust that everything's going to be okay, wanting to have success, taking, the opportunity. Really, the Chariot to me is like moving things, wanting to smooth things over, move forward here. Can we, talk about it? And I feel like initially, I feel like on the surface here, this person comes across as being really confident, but underneath the surface, this person, again, is intimidated by you here, Sagittarius, for sure, 100%. So I feel like this person's pretty good at, kind of being a little bit of a shapeshifter, if I'm being real here with the Magician. Like, again, coming across that, they're cool, they're calm, they're collect. But underneath the surface, I feel like this person's pretty stressed out. About like having to talk to you, face you, be honest with you. But on the Six of Cups, we got this Ace of Cups in the Tower. I feel like for some of you, you might be kind of shocked that this person, you know, is coming forward. What's this Tower? Let's ask about the Tower. Why is the Tower here with the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups and the Ace of Swords here? Why the Tower? What's going to be so shocking here for Sagittarius? Nine of Pentacles. Oops. The Moon. Three of Swords. Seven of Wands. Yikes. I feel like this person is... Remember we talked down here about how this person, I feel like, has a lot of regret about them being like selfish, maybe only being concerned about themselves, about how they sort of self-sabotaged this connection on some level. They didn't put in the effort, the time, you know. I feel like they didn't necessarily appreciate you, Sagittarius, when they had you. They have Temperance on the bottom. So I feel like this is a bit of a surprise. I feel like it's a nice surprise for you, Sagittarius. I feel like it takes a lot for this person to either apologize or like take any accountability for their part in the demise of this relationship that you had with them in the past. So I feel like this, you know, I want to say a little bit of karmic justice here. Just funny because that was actually the Justice card was your first card. And I feel like this person's been going back and forth, and I feel like they feel like they need to get these things off of their chest. Whether or not things can, you and them can move forward after this or not, but I feel like this is a pivotal moment in this relationship that you have with this person. First off, that this person's acknowledging their part in the demise of what happened between the two of you, you know, as well as like actually showing some emotion here, which I feel like this person was very good at masking and or hiding in the past. But I feel like this person knows this is like they need to get this off of their chest here in order to either look to the future here with you to move past this situation. Like it just feels like either this is going to, you know, be some karmic justice for you here, Sagittarius, and close the chapter on this, or the two of you are going to move past this pain and see what happens next. See what happens next. I feel like you might be open to hearing this person out. And we do have Temperance on the bottom, which really talks about, you know, finding balance, focusing on your own happiness here. But I feel like you still feel like this person is your person. I don't know. I feel like there's probably like half of you that will entertain the possibility of getting back together with this person. And then the other half of you are like, hell no. I'll hear this person out, hear what they actually have to say, but it would take a lot for me to like reopen this, you know, Pandora's box here with this person, this situation. Like I feel like for some of you, you're like, I just can't go back. I don't want to be moving backwards. I want to move forwards. And even though I, you know, really care about this person, I had a lot of feelings for this person. I feel like for some of you that if you do entertain this, I feel like you almost want to make this person show up and show that they've changed before. So I don't feel like it's going to be easy for this person. And I feel like we already know that. and they know that actually as well. The Ten of Wands. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of work. And this person's recognizing that. Can they be consistent? Can you actually trust this person again? That's going to be your call here, Sagittarius. But again, I feel like for some of you, you may entertain hearing them out. I feel like you're not going to take them back right away, though. I feel like this person's going to have to really put in a lot of time and effort and energy before you really, let this person back into your heart, so to speak. Like, I feel like it's going to be a long time before you trust this person again. And for some of you, you're just like, no, I don't want to go down that road again. So that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. I'm going to pull some hidden messages from this person. I feel like using my hidden oracle deck, so we'll use that. Some things that Sagittarius may not know about the situation or this person. Messages for Sagittarius. All right, we have I love you unconditionally. I want to tell you how I feel. I regret lying to you. I wish I had treated you better. We definitely saw that come through in your cards. You don't know how hard it was to let you go, and I am becoming a better person. Bottom of the deck, and actually I saw this in your pre-shuffle, was the timing just wasn't right for us. So I do feel like there is going to be some emotional confession here on I want to tell you how I feel. We saw that Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, that this person wishes that they actually put in the time and the effort to either salvage your relationship or, just show up for you in general. Obviously, there was some deception here with I regret lying to you. And again, I feel like this person is recognizing, their sort of self-sabotaging ways here, which I like. Again, I feel like there's some justice here for you, Sagittarius, and then I'm becoming a better person. So I feel like they're trying. I feel like they are trying to make some changes, trying to do some self-reflection. But at the end of the day here, Sagittarius, you're going to need to determine whether or not this person's going to, add to your life or take away from your life. And yeah, I feel like that's kind of where you're going to be, looking to the future. And, is this person in it? I feel like the ball is kind of in your court here. For sure. Absolutely. I feel like you will make a decision here about your future and what's best for you here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end your reading here. Hopefully it made sense. If it did resonate, you can let me know by hitting the like button and or subscribing. I would love that as well. I respond to all my comments, so feel free to leave me a comment. Love to hear from you if this is your sitch. And as always, guys, take care, and hopefully I'll see you in your next reading.